Welcome back to State Quarter. In this video, we're diving into something most people completely overlook, the small golden dollar coins that many Americans ignore, spend, or leave sitting in a jar at home. But what if one of those ordinary-looking coins is actually a serious collector's prize? What if the difference between a common dollar and a highly sought-after coin comes down to a tiny mint mark, flawless surfaces, and near-perfect condition? Some of these Native American and Sacagawea dollar coins have shocked the collecting world, not because they're old, but because they survived in unbelievable condition. The truth is, modern coins can be just as powerful as classic rarities, if you know exactly what to look for. Before we jump in, make sure you subscribe to State Quarter so you never miss an opportunity to spot valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Let's get started. First up, this is the 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin with the D mint mark, and in the right condition, this coin has absolutely stunned the collecting world. Now let's get straight to what makes this coin so important. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar was the very first year this series was introduced. It replaced the Susan B. Anthony dollar and came with a bold new golden color that immediately stood out. On the front, you see Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste. The design is clean, strong, and powerful. On the back, you'll find the soaring eagle design used only in the early years before the series changed to the Native American reverse designs. But here's where things get serious for collectors. We're focusing specifically on the 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the D mint mark. That small D under the date means it was struck at the Denver Mint. Millions were made, yes. But here's the truth most people don't understand. In coin collecting, it's not just about how many were made. It's about how many survived in perfect, flawless condition. Most of these coins went straight into circulation. They were tossed into cash registers, vending machines, drawers, and jars. They picked up scratches, bag marks, dull surfaces, and contact damage almost immediately. The golden manganese brass surface shows marks very easily. That means truly pristine examples are incredibly hard to find. When we talk about serious value, we're talking about coins graded in extremely high mint state condition. Coins graded MS-67, MS-68, and especially those pushing the absolute top population levels. In ultra-high grades with blazing luster, sharp strike, and almost no visible marks, this coin becomes a completely different animal. Let's talk about what to look for. First, check that D mint mark below the date. Make sure it's clear and not damaged. Then look at the surfaces. High-value examples will have bright original golden color with strong cartwheel luster. The cheek of Sacagawea is a key focal point. Any heavy marks there will dramatically reduce value. On the reverse, check the eagle's breast and wings. These areas show contact marks very easily. Strike quality matters too. Strong details in the hair, facial features, and eagle feathers are critical. Weakly struck coins simply won't compete at the highest auction levels. Now let's briefly touch on errors, because error varieties can add another layer of value. In the year 2000, there were known issues like the famous Cheerios reverse variety and some mule errors pairing the Sacagawea obverse with State Quarter reverses. While those are separate special cases, they created massive attention around this first-year issue. That attention increased long-term collector demand for top-quality 2000 Sacagawea dollars overall. Demand is strong for registry set collectors. These are serious collectors competing for the highest graded examples certified by major grading services. When populations are low in top grades, competition becomes intense. And when two determined bidders want the same top pop coin, prices can explode. That's exactly how you see extreme results. Now let's talk about what everyone is waiting for. The value. A normal circulated 2000 D Sacagawea dollar is worth face value, maybe $1. Even lightly uncirculated coins might only bring a few dollars. But when you step into elite, nearly flawless mint state grades, coins at the very top of the grading scale with almost perfect surfaces, auction prices have reached up to $95,000 for extraordinary examples. That level of value is reserved for the absolute best of the best, the kind of coin that looks like it was struck yesterday and preserved with extreme care for over 2 decades. That's the power of condition rarity. So what does this mean for you? It means never ignore a golden dollar. It means checking mint marks. It means understanding that modern coins can be just as explosive in value as older silver coins, if the condition is right. It means that even a coin from the year 2000 can become a five-figure treasure under the right circumstances. If you collect, start looking at quality, not just age. If you're searching through rolls, pay attention to luster and marks. And if you believe you've found something special, consider professional grading. The difference between an average coin and a top-grade coin can literally be tens of thousands of dollars. The 2000 Sacagawea D mint mark dollar is proof that modern coins are full of surprises. $1 in your hand could be worth a life-changing amount if it's the right coin in the right condition. So before you spend that golden dollar, take a closer look. Your next big discovery might already be sitting in your pocket. And if you love learning about powerful, high-value coins just like this, make sure you stay with State Quarter, because the next coin we talk about could be even bigger. Next up, the 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin with the P mint mark is one of the most fascinating modern U.S. coins when it comes to condition rarity and high-end collector demand. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and you will find the small P mint mark just below the date on the obverse. While millions were produced for circulation during its first year of release, what truly separates an ordinary example from an extraordinary one is not mintage numbers, but preservation, surface quality, strike sharpness, and overall eye appeal. In everyday condition, this coin is simply worth $1. However, in elite certified grades with exceptional surfaces and almost flawless detail, it has reached staggering auction levels that have shocked even experienced collectors. The design features Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on the obverse. The portrait has soft contours, and because of the manganese brass composition, the coin displays a distinctive golden color. This surface is attractive but extremely vulnerable to marks. Even minor contact with other coins during minting and transport often leaves noticeable nicks, especially on Sacagawea's cheek and in the open fields. That is why most surviving examples fall into average mint state grades. When collectors search for top-tier pieces, they examine the cheek, jawline, and fields under strong lighting. Any visible abrasion in these areas significantly lowers the grade. A truly high-end example will show blazing cartwheel luster, smooth and nearly mark-free surfaces, and a strong, fully detailed strike. On the reverse, the soaring eagle design demands equal attention. Collectors carefully inspect the eagle's breast, wings, and the open sky fields surrounding it. These areas tend to show bag marks easily. Sharp feather detail, especially on the wingtips, is a strong indicator of a well-struck coin. In ultra-high grades, the coin must display not only minimal contact marks, but also vibrant original color without dullness or spotting. Any discoloration or improper storage can dramatically reduce value. Because these coins were heavily distributed into circulation and used in vending machines and banks, the number of truly pristine survivors is far lower than many people assume. One of the key reasons the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar receives so much attention is because it was the first year of issue for the series. First-year coins often attract strong collector interest, especially when registry set competition is involved. Registry collectors compete for the finest graded examples certified by major grading services. When the population reports show extremely low numbers in the highest grades, competition intensifies. Even a single point difference on the grading scale can mean a dramatic jump in market value. For example, the difference between MS-66 and MS-68 can represent thousands of dollars. When you reach the very top of the population, where only a handful of coins exist in that elite grade, bidding wars can push prices into extraordinary territory. Another factor that adds to the overall desirability of the 2000 P issue is its association with well-known varieties and experimental strikes from that year. While the famous Cheerios Reverse and other rare varieties are separate and distinct from standard issues, they brought enormous publicity to the 2000 Sacagawea dollars as a whole. That attention increased awareness among collectors and investors, driving long-term demand for the finest certified examples. Even standard coins without special varieties can command premium prices if they meet strict high-grade standards. When discussing market value, it is critical to separate everyday coins from elite investment-grade pieces. A circulated 2000p Sacagawea dollar remains worth face value. A typical uncirculated coin might sell for only a few dollars depending on eye appeal. However, in the absolute highest certified mint state grades with nearly flawless surfaces, razor-sharp detail, and exceptional luster, this coin has achieved auction results up to $100,000. That level of value is reserved only for the finest known examples. Coins that represent the top of the population with virtually perfect preservation and intense collector competition behind them. For collectors, this coin represents the power of condition rarity in modern U.S. coinage. Age alone does not determine value. Instead, the combination of grade, demand, and population scarcity drives the market. If you are searching rolls, checking bank boxes, or reviewing old collections, pay close attention to surface quality and luster. Examine the mint mark carefully to confirm it is a Philadelphia strike. Protect any high-quality example immediately to prevent new marks or discoloration. Professional grading is essential for any coin you believe could reach the upper mint state levels, because authentication and certified grading are what unlock premium auction prices. The 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin with the P mint mark proves that modern coins can carry extraordinary potential. In ordinary condition, it blends in with everyday change. In elite condition, it becomes a six-figure prize that commands serious respect in the marketplace. For collectors who understand grading standards and preservation, this coin stands as a powerful reminder that even a $1 piece from the year 2000 can hold remarkable financial opportunity when it survives at the very highest level. Next up, the 2009 Native American $1 coin with no mint mark is a powerful example of how a modern coin can carry extraordinary value when it exists in elite condition. When you see a Native American dollar dated 2009 and there is no mint mark under the date, that means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. For this series, the mint mark appears on the edge of the coin along with the date and motto inscriptions, but Philadelphia issues are identified by the absence of a D or S. Many people overlook that detail completely. To most Americans, it is simply a golden dollar. To serious collectors, it can represent an opportunity that reaches into five-figure territory when preserved at the highest level. The 2009 issue is especially important because it was the first year the reverse design changed from the soaring eagle to the Native American series theme. While the obverse still features Sacagawea carrying her infant son, the reverse for 2009 shows a Native American woman planting seeds, representing the theme of agriculture and the contributions of Native Americans to the development of the United States. The detail on this reverse is delicate. The lines in the dress, the flowing hair, the seeds in her hand, and the landscape elements must be sharply struck to qualify for top-tier grades. Weak strikes or softness in these areas immediately limit a coin's potential. Now here's where things become serious for value-focused collectors. These coins were produced in large numbers, but production numbers alone do not guarantee survival in flawless condition. The 2009 Native American dollars were released during a time when dollar coins were not widely used in daily commerce. Many were stored in bags, rolls, and Federal Reserve vaults. That might sound like a good thing, but bag storage can create heavy contact marks. The manganese brass-clad composition is beautiful with its golden tone, yet it marks very easily. Even small movements inside mint bags can create scuffs, nicks, and dull patches on the surface. When evaluating a 2009 Native American dollar with no mint mark, collectors immediately inspect the high points of the design. On the obverse, Sacagawea's cheek and jawline are the most sensitive areas. Even a few tiny contact marks can keep a coin from reaching the very highest mint state grades. The open fields around her portrait must be clean and smooth, showing strong cartwheel luster when tilted under light. On the reverse, the woman's face, arms, and the open sky areas are critical. These flat surfaces reveal imperfections instantly. A true top-grade coin will display glowing original color, razor-sharp detail, and almost no visible abrasions, even under magnification. Another detail that makes the 2009 Native American dollar unique is the edge lettering. The date, mint information, and motto, E pluribus unum, appear on the edge rather than the obverse or reverse. Collectors must check that the edge lettering is complete, properly struck, and free of doubling or weakness. While dramatic edge errors are rare, any unusual variation can significantly increase value. Even without errors, a clean, well-struck edge adds to the overall eye appeal and grade potential. Demand for the finest examples comes primarily from registry set collectors. These are individuals competing for the highest graded coins certified by major grading services. In the modern coin market, registry competition drives prices to surprising levels. When population reports show that only a handful of coins exist in an ultra-high grade like MS-68 or above, competition intensifies. A single coin at the top of the population can trigger bidding wars at auction, especially if it has exceptional eye appeal and strong luster. It is extremely important to separate average examples from elite specimens. Most 2009 Native American dollars with no mint mark are worth only face value in circulated condition. Even typical uncirculated coins often sell for a small premium. However, when a coin survives in nearly flawless condition with blazing luster, minimal marks, strong strike detail, and top population certification, the market changes dramatically. At major auctions, extraordinary high-grade examples of this issue have realized prices up to $90,000. That level of value applies only to the absolute finest certified pieces, representing the highest quality known to collectors. The difference between an ordinary mint state coin and a top population coin can be massive. A single grade point can mean the difference between a modest premium and a life-changing amount of money. That is why careful handling is critical. If you believe you have a strong candidate, never clean the coin. Cleaning will permanently damage the surface and destroy its value. Store it in a protective holder and consider professional grading to confirm authenticity and condition. Certification provides credibility, which is essential for achieving top auction results. The 2009 Native American $1 coin with no mint mark proves that modern coin collecting is not just about silver or century-old rarities. It is about quality, preservation, and understanding how grading affects market demand. A coin that many people ignore can become a serious investment piece when it stands at the top of the grading scale. For collectors who pay attention to detail and condition, this issue represents both a historical milestone in the series and a powerful example of modern rarity driven by grade scarcity. In today's market, where registry competition continues to grow and collectors are constantly searching for the finest known examples, this coin holds remarkable potential. It shows that even a golden dollar from 2009 can command astonishing attention when it survives in near-perfect condition. For anyone searching rolls, bank boxes, or stored collections, taking a closer look at that no mint mark Native American dollar could make all the difference between spending $1 and holding a coin worth up to $90,000. Next up, the 2010 Native American $1 coin with no mint mark is one of those modern coins that most people overlook. Yet in elite condition, it has proven that it can compete at very high levels in the collector market. When you see a 2010 Native American dollar and there is no D or S mint mark, that indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. For this series, the mint mark is included in the edge lettering rather than on the front or back, so a Philadelphia issue is identified by the absence of a letter mint mark. That small detail is critical because serious collectors pay very close attention to where and how a coin was produced. The obverse continues to feature Sacagawea carrying her infant son. The portrait remains consistent with earlier issues, but by 2010 the series had already shifted its focus to honoring Native American contributions each year through changing reverse designs. The 2010 reverse highlights the theme of government, specifically the Great Tree of Peace and the Hiawatha Belt, symbolizing unity among Native American nations. The design includes intricate lines and symbolic elements that must be sharply defined for a coin to reach the highest mint state levels. Any softness in the details or weakness in strike can prevent a coin from qualifying for top-tier grades. Although millions of these coins were struck, production numbers do not guarantee high-grade survival. In fact, many 2010 Native American dollars were stored in large quantities in bags and rolls rather than heavily circulated. That might sound like an advantage, but storage in bulk often leads to surface damage. The golden manganese brass-clad composition is prone to showing contact marks very easily. Even slight movement between coins can leave visible nicks, especially on the high points of the design. Because of this, truly pristine examples are much harder to find than many collectors expect. When evaluating a 2010 Native American dollar with no mint mark, the first thing professionals look at is luster. Strong, uninterrupted cartwheel luster is a major sign of originality and high quality. The coin should glow evenly across the surface when rotated under light. Dull patches, haze, or discoloration can immediately lower the grade. Next, attention turns to Sacagawea's cheek and the open fields on the obverse. These areas act like mirrors, revealing even the smallest imperfections. A coin aiming for the highest certified grades must have extremely clean surfaces with only the tiniest marks visible under magnification. On the reverse, the detailed lines of the Great Tree of Peace and the surrounding design elements must be crisp and well-defined. Collectors check for sharp edges in the lettering and clarity in every line of the symbolic artwork. Because the reverse contains fine details, even minor strike weakness can affect grading potential. A fully struck example with strong detail across the entire surface is far more desirable and much more likely to reach elite grade levels. Another important factor is the edge lettering. The year, mint information, and motto E pluribus unum appear along the edge of the coin. The lettering must be complete, evenly spaced, and properly impressed. Weak or partially missing edge lettering can impact both grade and desirability. While major edge errors are rare, any unusual variation can increase collector interest. Even without errors, a clean and clearly struck edge adds to the overall appeal of the coin. What truly drives extreme value for this issue is condition scarcity. Most 2010 Native American dollars are worth face value in circulation. Even standard, uncirculated examples may only bring a small premium. However, when a coin is certified in an ultra-high mint state grade, such as MS68 or higher, and shows nearly flawless preservation, it enters a completely different category. Registry set collectors compete aggressively for the highest graded coins available. These collectors are not just buying a coin, they are competing for ranking and recognition. When population reports show that only a tiny number of coins exist at the very top grade, demand can exceed supply dramatically. In the modern market, even a 1-point difference in grade can mean thousands of dollars. A coin graded MS67 might carry a moderate premium, while an example graded at the very top of the population can skyrocket in value. Auction history has shown that exceptional high-grade 2010 Native American dollars with no mint mark have reached prices up to $75,000 when certified at elite levels with outstanding eye appeal. That level of value is reserved for coins that combine near-perfect surfaces, blazing luster, razor-sharp strike, and extremely low population in that grade. It is important to understand that these high prices do not apply to average coins. They apply only to the absolute finest examples known. That is why proper handling is critical. Never clean a coin, as cleaning will permanently damage the surface and eliminate any chance of achieving top certification. Store promising examples in protective holders and consider professional grading if the coin appears exceptional. Certification provides authenticity, grade confirmation, and market credibility, all of which are essential when dealing with high-value modern coins. The 2010 Native American $1 coin with no mint mark stands as proof that modern coinage can hold remarkable financial potential. It shows that value is not determined by age alone, but by quality, scarcity in top condition, and collector demand. For anyone searching through stored rolls, bank boxes, or personal collections, this issue deserves careful inspection. Under the right circumstances, what appears to be a simple golden dollar can become a significant asset in the numismatic marketplace. In today's competitive environment, where registry collectors continue to chase the finest known examples, a top-grade 2010 Philadelphia Native American dollar represents both prestige and investment potential. A coin that most people would spend without a second thought can, in extraordinary condition, command up to $75,000. That is the power of preservation, grading, and demand coming together in one small but highly collectible modern coin.